once was listening to NPR, and there was an author of a book called Quiet, but she was talking about the difference of a person that was shy versus introversion.
Yep.
And I actually really think that, according to that book, that introverts make more powerful leaders and more effective politicians and things like that. So I think that's part of what I respected about your work. Now, you also teach occasionally, right?
Yeah, so I took on, last year I ended up teaching a course out of college, so it was the psychology of evil. Which I think when I got into psychology in the first place, that was more out of personal interest as opposed to where I thought a career may lead. So I was really interested in psychopathology, or kind of the forensic side of things. So when I was given the opportunity to teach, psychology of evil's kind of right up my alley. You know, basically I lectured on, you know, psychopaths, serial killers.
Like, what's drawing you to like the darker side of psychology, would you say? Is it just an interest you've always had? Or?
Yeah, I don't know where that interest comes from, because my personality is such the opposite, but it's always been a fascination of mine. Just I think trying to understand human behavior, but even more so deviant human behavior, or behavior that, you know, fits kind of outside of the norm.
When it comes to maybe judging a person or their deviant behavior, we start with how they look. Have you felt like there's been many challenges, like in your professional career in education and psychology, with your tattoos maybe, or how you present yourself? Has that been a difficulty for you?
It's been a progression.
Yeah.
When I first started getting tattooed, it was kind of when I was transitioning from my undergraduate to my graduate degree. I was working, but it wasn't really necessarily set into where my career was going to be headed. So there was some apprehension, you know, from my part as to how that might affect, you know, future employment or, you know, people's perceptions. When I started getting tattoos that were more visible, I was pretty well set in where I wanted to be career-wise. Work at an agency where it's really, I'm supported. You know, they know what I do outside of work, and you know, they've not been a hindrance to that, and have actually been very accepting.